The 5 most overrated. Vitamins are the essential compounds that are required for metabolism. That goes without saying. Every vitamin is important to sustain normal life. Some of them are so important that we have even listed it among the 5 most essential for longevity, like vitamin D, for instance. But at the same time, it is a challenge to find the more overrated product on the entire healthcare market than multivitamins. Not only their benefit is overestimated, but it is also quite obscure, as obscure is the product itself. The multiplicity of combinations of vitamins per se and with the trace elements and other compounds, variability of doses, and constant problem of underdosing some of the ingredients really puzzle me when it's coming to the question, what's the reason for use of all these products? What is the purpose and reason behind taking multivitamins? Longevity, performance enhancement, or maybe reduction of risk of occurrence and death from the diseases? Let's look into facts and existing evidence. The assessment of risk of cardiovascular disease and all-cause mortality failed to demonstrate any risk reduction from the multivitamin supplementation in the Canadian study from the University of Toronto. In elderly women, several commonly used dietary vitamins and mineral supplements may be associated with increased total mortality risks, says the Iowa Women's Health Study. The leading causes of death are heart disease and cancer. Perhaps multivitamins could contribute to reduction of mortality from these illnesses. A Johns Hopkins University study has found that multivitamins did not reduce the rate of neither heart disease nor cancer. A 12-year follow-up did not show any reduction in the mental decline in multivitamin users as well. The high-dose multivitamin users die at the same rate as those who take placebo. At least that's what the actual clinical trials show. What about the vitamins A and E and their well-known antioxidant properties? Definitely not for everyone. Use of beta-carotene has been associated with an increased risk of lung cancer in people who smoke or who have been exposed to asbestos. A study involving 29,000 male smokers found an 18% increase in lung cancer in the group receiving 20 mg of vitamin A per day for up to 5 to 8 years, while another study found a 28% increased occurrence of lung cancer in people with a history of smoking and asbestos exposure. Apart from these studies, few meta-analysis reports have indicated an association of supplement 20 to 96 mg per day plus vitamin E with increased occurrence of bowel adenoma. Supplementing vitamin A in those 25 to 75 mg a day with association with bowel, bladder, prostate, head and neck cancers. Supplementation in those 6 to 30 mg a day association with breast cancer, melanoma, pancreatic cancer, cancer of stomach and prostate. Remarkably, eating foods that are rich in vitamin A reduce the risk of cancers of breast, bladder, esophagus and uterine cancers. So get all the benefits of vitamins A and E as well as the majority of other vitamins from the food. Eat healthy, diverse, nutritiously rich food, and in case if there is an increased demand or a specific therapeutic benefit from the specific treatment protocol that includes specific vitamin, use that specific compound in adequate and clinically appropriate dose for a period of time that is proven safe and effective. Next on the list are mass gainers and fat burners. Opposite to the existing opinion, or rather an urban myth, that there are magic pills consuming which you can either lose fat fast or easy or gain muscle quick and easy, such pills do not exist. The majority of the mass gainers are just not the best quality whey protein powders, which are diluted or cut with carbs, sugar of different origin. Those who don't eat clean and love to throw in mass gainers are more likely to gain unwanted fat and not only muscles. In a way, a consumer ends up paying for a much lesser ratio of protein in these products. You have to put more scoops of powder in order to get the same amount of protein as if in a regular whey protein. Instead, use the regular protein powder, and for the pre or post-workout shakes, add 5 to 8 grams of creatine and a teaspoon or 2 of glucose powder, and you have perfect anabolic and performance enhancement cocktail. A cheaper, smarter, and more effective alternative to mass gainers. Fat burners are not for those who has fat, or at least any noticeable amount of fat. Fat burners are not for people who have the obesity problem, not for those who struggle to get rid of the tummy. Fat burners are for those who are getting shredded. And for those who does not know what shredded means, so if you target weight loss and fat reduction, you should know the great secret formula of the fat loss. Knowing this secret formula, you can start losing fat this very day, and you can lose as much fat as you want and as fast as you want. I'm going to tell you this right now, this great secret formula how to lose fat. So take your pencil, paper, settle down comfortably in front of your screens and write it down. 1 kilogram of fat equals to 7,700 kilocalories. So to burn 1 kilogram of fat, you need to be in the caloric deficit of 7,700 kilocalories, which means that as long as you spend 7,700 kilocalories more than you eat, you will lose 1 kg of your fat. The bottom line is, diet and exercise is the only recipe for the healthy fat loss. Probiotics. Why are you taking probiotics? Because you think that it may help you to improve your digestion. Why do you think of improving your digestion? Because you have abdominal discomfort, especially after having meal, and also because your pooping habits are not optimal but rather horrible. And you understand that to a large extent it is due to dysbacteriosis in your gut. That's why you take probiotics, hoping that it will restore normal flora in your intestines. Why don't you create and maintain favorable environment inside your digestive system so that both you and your good bacteria live in peace and harmony and happy together. Eat fiber, eat vegetables, stop eating processed food. It does not have fiber at all. Stop eating fast food and junk. Stop taking sugar and syrups and sweets. They make you inflamed, they make you weak, and they kill a good bacteria inside your gut. Calcium. The number one reason behind the inadequate calcium intake is insufficient vitamin D level. So get your vitamin D supplemented first, and then do not take calcium. Take magnesium instead. And then do the maths. You need at least 1000 mg of calcium per day, up another 30% if you are over 50 years of age. How to get at least 1000 mg of calcium per day? A glass of milk contains 30% of daily calcium requirement. Less than 30 grams, an ounce of Parmesan cheese contains another third of daily calcium needs. A cup of yogurt provides another 30%, and a cup of a low-fat yogurt provides 45% of daily calcium intake. A can of salmon or sardines, another 40% of calcium. A cup of almonds and beans provides additional 25%. And last but not the least, one scoop of whey protein delivers 20% of all the calcium you need in a day. And how many scoops of protein are you taking per day, bro? Plenty of calcium everywhere. All that you need is your mouth to open and hands to put the food rich in calcium into your mouth. Collagen. Collagen is a complex polypeptide. It is mostly a structural protein, although it has many other functions as well. There are many types of collagen in the body, although type 1 makes about 90% of it. Collagen builds up skin, tendons, cartilage, bones, blood vessels, and internal organs. It is the main component of the extracellular matrix. Collagen is a large-sized protein with molecular weight more than 300 kilodalton, solid and insoluble in water, consisting of a sequence of hundreds of amino acids, most of which are glycine, proline, hydroxyproline, and lysine. It will be fully broken down in the digestive tract and absorbed as amino acids to be further used up by the organism to build up its own proteins. Collagen is not absorbed as it is. All these amino acids are readily available in normal food. Let me repeat again. The collagen that you're gonna consume will break down into smaller peptides and eventually into amino acids, which will be used to build your own proteins. Whether the source of amino acids is collagen supplement or regular food, it will be broken down to amino acids first. Taking collagen is not better than eating fish and chicken. There is no reason to take collagen in a supplement unless it has some kind of a sacred, ritualistic